The Cleveland Browns quarterback competition. Is it real or is it fake? When I look at the quarterback competition between SHEDEUR Sanders and Deshaun Watson, I believe it's fake. I believe it's rigged. The reason why I'm saying that, because I saw SHEDEUR Sanders play the last 7 games. We haven't seen Deshaun Watson play in 2 years. So how can it be a real competition for the quarterback QB1 for the Cleveland Browns? How can it be? How can it be a real quarterback competition? You got a head coach who's been at the top of his profession ever since he was at the University of Georgia as the offensive coordinator. Went to Baltimore, coached up one of the best quarterbacks in the league to a MVP. Lamar Jackson. That's Todd Monken. So you telling me Todd Monken don't know the difference at quarterbacking between SHEDEUR Sanders and Deshaun Watson? He haven't even seen Deshaun Watson in pads in a real live game in 2 years. So how can it be a quarterback competition? A real quarterback competition. I just don't believe that. But I want you to listen to G. Bush, to Dustin, and Jason Lloyd speak on Deshaun Watson. If he doesn't win the quarterback competition, will his career be over? What does it say about Deshaun Watson if he can't beat out 2 rookies who's in their 2nd year this year as a quarterback, and that's SHEDEUR Sanders and Dylan Gabriel? Let's listen to G. Bush them over there on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, and let's see what they had to say about Deshaun Watson. G. Bush.
It looks like he's going to come back, do some work here in Berea. Would that signify that he thinks that the competition is a little closer than it once was, and he got to get locked in and ready to go?
I think he looks at this as probably the last chance of his career. I get it. Like, yeah, it's a close competition with SHEDEUR, so you want... I just think that he's looking at this as like, this is his last chance.
This guy's made all this money. He's done nothing for the Browns outside of played maybe 1 good half of football. If he can't beat out 2 essentially rookies who are not high draft picks, his career's over.
Yeah.
Who's going to sign this guy if you can't beat out SHEDEUR or Gabriel?
After this year, he's auditioning for his next role for somebody else.
Yeah.
And usually they don't tell you, hey, you go out on your own terms. They retire you.
The league retires you more often than not.
That's Gary Bush and the fellas over there on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show speaking on Deshaun Watson's situation. He's healthy. You have to give him credit. They say he's moving around real good, better than he did before, and the hard work that he's putting in while up there in Cleveland right now in the offseason. As you see right there, he's putting the work in, right? You hear reports out that he's healthy, but the question is, when the pads come on, when that rush come to him, will he fold or will he stand up in that pocket? 2 leg injuries, a surgery on his throwing shoulder. How do you think it's going to hold up? And what is his mental state of playing football, knowing it's a possibility you can get injured again, and do you want to go through that rehab again? Those are the things that he's going to be dealing with. You know how I know? I went through the same thing. I broke my ankle when I was quarterbacking, running toward the sideline. I got hit out of bounds, and it broke my ankle. I rehabbed. I got ready for next year, and when I was in camp, at the end of camp, my mental wasn't there. Every time a defense would come around my legs or my ankles, I would drench up. I was shell-shocked. Really was. I had it in my mind that I could get injured again. And I told my dad, I'll never forget. I told my dad, this ain't for me no more. it does something to you mentally. Yeah, it's real. I went through that. That's why when them cats get out there and get injured and they rehab just to get back out there, just to see do they still have it and where they gonna be at mentally, knowing it's a possibility you can get injured again. Oh man, you got to give your big ups to him. So I give my big ups to Deshaun Watson for putting in the effort and the work just to go back out there on that field, knowing that it's a good possibility you can get injured again. So I got to give him credit on that. But still, I don't believe it's a real quarterback competition. It's just me. It's just me. No way when I don't see SHEDEUR go out there and do what he did under the circumstances. No first team reps. A head coach wasn't rocking with him, and we know that. And the bad offensive line that he had, that's enough. Cam Robinson, number 68, is your left tackle. And we saw how that play went. And still somehow go out there and play good enough for their team to win, the Cleveland Browns. Wide receiver, Jerry Judy, wasn't catching the ball. Wide receiver wasn't getting open. Tight end was injured. Running back, Quinshon Junkin, injured. And still go out there and perform like that. And he's in a quarterback competition right now with Deshaun Watson. No, that's not real. Don't no team do that. Don't no NFL team do that. You didn't sign no free agent quarterback. You didn't draft, well, you drafted one quarterback, but hey, he's a project quarterback. They ain't trying to get him ready to be a starting quarterback. It's a good possibility that Green would never start at quarterback. So, and you trying to tell me the national meeting and the Cleveland meeting and Andrew Berry and Todd Monken trying to tell me there's a real quarterback competition. Let's listen to Dustin. Dustin was over there on Bull's Adam the Bull podcast. Let's listen to what he had to say. Play Dustin.
To me, there's just not a lot of reasons as to why I would not name SHEDEUR Sanders the starting quarterback relatively early in training camp. And the reasons are Deshaun's not any good.
Yeah,
and
it's just not.
Even if Deshaun is mediocre or a little bit above average this year, what's that get you?
Right.
It doesn't get you anything. I mean, there's only one true player on this roster, Adam, at quarterback that I feel like might be potentially. It's a might. It's a small might, but it's a might be the future quarterback, and that's SHEDEUR Sanders. So what do you got to lose? That's like my take on this. Like, the other guys on the roster are not going to be the starting quarterback for the Browns. SHEDEUR has a chance. I think it's a small chance, but I think it's a chance. So why not, when there is a chance, give this kid all the opportunity to get the first team reps, to get the team to understand that he's going to be the quarterback this season, and then just away you go.
I just don't believe that. I believe they wasting time if they go into training camp and try to get both of these quarterbacks reps. You should be prepping SHEDEUR Sanders and letting him get all the reps during training camp. It's a 17-game season. You got a new offensive line. You got free agents done came in. Your draft was one of the best drafts in this past year with Andrew Berry. SHEDEUR Sanders should be getting all first-team reps, just about majority of the reps, to get ready for the season. It's July. You got August, your preseason start. September, your first game start. So you really don't have time to waste to be dividing reps between two guys when you know SHEDEUR Sanders is QB1. You know that. SHEDEUR Sanders should be getting the majority of the reps with the first team when training camp start, and Deshaun Watson is the backup. He get 2 or 3 reps. And let's move on. SHEDEUR Sanders need the reps to get familiar and develop chemistry and also a trust factor with his wide receiver course. That's what he need. He need to find out which one of these wide receivers can be my Travis Hunter. He played with Travis Hunter at Jackson State. He played with Travis Hunter at Colorado. Total of 4 years together. Knew Travis Hunter would catch the ball or make an attempt. It wasn't going to be no interception because Travis Hunter would fight for the ball. That's what SHEDEUR need to be finding out right now in training camp when they start back up in July. At the end of July, SHEDEUR need to know which one of these wide receivers I can trust and going to be there when I throw that football. I'm throwing it with anticipation. I'm going to go through my progression. I'm throwing this ball between a tight window at an area when I throw the ball. That's trust. Playing on time. Throwing a wide receiver open. Anticipation. That's why he needs the reps. That's why he got to figure out which one of these wide receivers gonna be there for me. Even though I know I got 5 players that I can throw that football to. That's Harold Fanning Jr., Jerry Jeudy, Denzel Boston, Casey Concepcion, and Isaiah Bond. Out of those 5, I need to know if it's 2nd and 6th, if it's 3rd and 8th, if it's 4th and 3, and the game is on the line, which one of them? Even though the coach called a play, even though I'm going to go through my progression, even though I know he got man-to-man coverage, even though I see a single high safety, which one of these wide receivers will I be able to trust? Those are some questions that going to have to be answered, and you don't have time to waste. Quit with the foolishness. Quit with the quarterback competition. We know, I know, SHEDEUR Sanders is QB1. You heard it all right here on Sports Talk with B. Wallace. Do me a favor. Do me a solid. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. You're watching the late night edition of Sports Talk with B. Wallace. Answer this question for me before I go out. Do you believe it's a real quarterback competition between SHEDEUR Sanders and Deshaun Watson? Put it down in the comment section. Let me know. Until tomorrow, y'all be blessed. Peace.
Now they watching. Now they watching. Now they watching. Did it quiet? Now I'm popping. Now they watching. Now they watching. I was down. Now no stopping. Stay low. I ain't say much. Same people then.